Please be seated. Honored guests, fellow veterinarians, student veterinarians, ladies and gentlemen. If we haven't yet met, my name is Peter Conlon, and I have the great privilege of being the Associate Dean of Students at the Ontario Veterinary College. I'm very pleased on behalf of the Dean, the administration, the faculty, the staff, and the other student veterinarians in the OVC community in the other three classes to welcome you to this celebration and ceremony, which marks the entrance of our junior veterinary colleagues into the veterinary profession. I know you know this already, but it never hurts to say it again. These are such remarkable people who you have sent to us. And for all of us at OVC, it's been a real joy to get to know them and to be with them at the beginning of their veterinary journey. That journey began just 16 days ago. I'm sure at times it seems a lot longer than that to the snow leopards. And that journey will reach a major milestone one afternoon in the week of June the 14th, 2021. So you can block that whole week off in your calendars now. As soon as we know which afternoon, we'll let you know, but it won't be for a while. And on that afternoon, if everybody, they and us, have done our jobs correctly, which we imagine we will do, they will receive their degrees of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine and recite the veterinarian's oath as they will today. The platform party, I'm sure, will speak of the future. But I would like to talk a bit about a past OVC class. OVC 2021, you came to us on September the 4th as the 155th class to join the college and the veterinary profession in Ontario. You are the latest, but perhaps we can look back for a moment and see who were the first. They were three men: Robert Robinson of Tullamore, northwest of Toronto and now on Airport Road; William Elliott of the nearby hamlet of Sand Hill; and George Kempschel of Vaughan, which was then a very small town north of Toronto. These three were OVC's first students in 1862, and in 1866 they were our first graduates. Among them were our first international students. Robert Robinson had been born in Armagh, Ireland in 1836, and he arrived in Canada with his family at the age of 15. After graduation from OVC, he practiced veterinary medicine and farmed in Peel County, near where he'd grown up, until his death in 1901. George Kempschel was born in England, and after leaving OVC, he practiced for 40 years in Ingersoll, Ontario, until his death in 1914. And his obituary in the local newspaper speaks to the high regard with which he was held in his community. And William Elliott, who was born in Peel County in 1835, had his veterinary practice for many years in Elora, which is a beautiful little town just north of Guelph. These three men, having satisfied the eligibility requirements of attending just three sessions at the Veterinary College, which was then located in Toronto on Temperance Street. It had been founded in 1862 by Andrew Smith, a graduate of the Royal Veterinary College in Edinburgh, and hence the appropriateness of the pipes today. And Robert and George and William presented themselves at the college, probably quite nervously, for their final oral examinations on Tuesday, March the 26th, 1866, and all three were successful. Surely Robert's and George's and William's emotions after passing those examinations and then receiving their diplomas on May 1st of that year can have been little different from those that this class has already experienced, even this early in their veterinary careers. The excitement, the sense of accomplishment, the pride in themselves. As well, can we not imagine that the almost palpable joy and pride that you, their families, friends, and mentors are feeling today must surely have been present in 3 Ontario households that May 1st, 151 years ago. At least as soon as a telegram could convey the news from Toronto that I passed. On a historical note, for those who have never seen one, telegrams were the text messages of the 19th century. You, the Sapphire Snow Leopards, have now joined an unbroken chain of over 11,000 men and women who have been students at OVC. And you, family members, friends, and mentors, are joining the hundreds of thousands of people who have helped each of them towards their goal. For that, I sincerely thank every one of you in this hall today, and those of you who are watching by webcast, all of you who are now members of the extended OVC family. And I thank you for all that you've done so far, and I know all that you will do in the future to support the members of the class. And I promise you that while they're here, we will take very good care of them. Now, to bring greetings to you and to welcome this class are representatives of the organized veterinary profession. Dr. Troy McPherson is the president of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association, which is the voice of the profession across the nation in promoting animal welfare and One Health, ensuring optimal care for animals, people, and the environment. Dr. McPherson is from Cape Breton, and she graduated from the University of Guelph with a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, followed by her Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree in 1989. She has been exclusively a small animal veterinarian for the past 20 years, and her main interests are internal medicine, feline medicine, and ultrasound. She and her husband now live in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, with 4 cats and 5 border collies, in what sounds like a very active household, Dr. McPherson. We welcome you.
Thank you. Wow, welcome to the profession. It's a great one, and I'm really honored to bring the Ontario Veterinary College class of 2021 greetings from the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association. I'd like to extend greetings to OVC faculty and staff as well, and I'd like to congratulate all the parents, grandparents, and family members present who have helped get the young veterinarians to where they are today. To those, as Peter just said, to those who don't know me, I am the current president of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association and an OVC, a proud OVC 89 Panther. As you're aware, the veterinary profession is diverse. We cover all animal species as well as aspects of veterinary medicine, from private practice to research, public health, disease surveillance, animal welfare advocacy, and food hygiene, to name a few. The Canadian Veterinary Medicine Association is the only association advocating for all Canadian veterinarians. We are the voice of the Canadian veterinarians from coast to coast, nationally and internationally. The CVMA has 3 main priorities. Priority 1 is to be a powerful advocate for animal welfare. Priority 2 is to be a leader on national veterinary issues such as animal health, public health, ecosystem health, and food safety. And priority 3 is to help you achieve a successful career and a balanced life. This last priority underpins every veterinarian's career and truly all Canadians. As veterinary students, you are all full members of the CVMA, and as I look around the room today, I'm excited to know that you, as you move from semester to semester and then into your careers, you'll be part of the one strong voice of this profession. You were all selected because of your determination, your capacity to learn, and your love of animals. You could not have chosen a better institution than the Ontario Veterinary College, for sure. Here you have diversity, you have new challenges, and you have constant renewal. In the coming years, you'll be faced with many challenges, but with persistence, work, and cooperation, you will succeed. You need to remember that you can be successful in many different aspects of veterinary medicine. I challenge you to be bold and explore a new field of practice that you have never been exposed to before. This is your beginning, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association will be here with you along the way. I encourage you to get involved with your student chapter of the CVMA. Work hard, and success will be yours. Congratulations, each and every one of you. Thank you.
We'll do our best. I appreciate your forbearance. Thank you. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians and our interests in this province. Dr. Kathleen Norman, president of the OVMA, grew up with a variety of pets in a family of animal lovers, so veterinary medicine was her natural calling. Dr. Norman earned both her Bachelor of Science and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degrees, the latter in 1994, from the University of Guelph. She has been the owner of the Omimi Veterinary Hospital in Omimi, Ontario, since June of 2009. She is a founding executive member of the Kawartha Veterinary Association and has been a board member of the OVMA since 2006. Dr. Norman feels strongly about giving back to her community, and she and her hospital donate services and time to local humane societies, rescue organizations, and community programs. Dr. Norman.
I'll just hold it. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to begin by extending my congratulations to you, the class of 2021. Can't believe that. It's 2021. It's an honor for me to stand before you today to welcome you into this wonderful profession. I'm sure that, like me, many of you dreamed of a career in veterinary medicine for as long as you can remember. Your acceptance into the Ontario Veterinary College represents a significant milestone. Not only does it mean you're well on your way to fulfilling your dream of becoming a veterinarian, but it's also the first step in a career that offers an incredible range of opportunities in private practice, industry, government, and academia. It's also a chance to make a real difference to both people and animals. I'm sure it's been a long road for you to get here, no doubt with many challenges. You all deserve the recognition for the hard work and dedication that has earned you a spot in one of the best veterinary schools in the world. Just a few weeks into the semester, and I'm sure you're already very busy with labs, presentations, and tests. You're probably counting down the time until you can begin your career in veterinary medicine. While 4 years may seem like an eternity, I can tell you firsthand that your experience here at OVC will be over before you know it. My advice to you today is simple. Enjoy your time at OVC. It's an experience you will only have once. You will cherish the memories of your time spent here and will gain valuable skills and friendships that will last throughout your veterinary career. I also encourage you to take advantage of the many learning opportunities available to you outside of OVC. OVMA offers a variety of volunteer opportunities for students, and as someone who's been on the OVMA for the past 11 years, I can tell you firsthand it's a very rewarding experience. If you excel in a leadership role, consider becoming a student representative on the OVMA Board of Directors. If you enjoy writing, use your talents to submit an article for OVMA's Focus magazine. Or get together with your fellow students to organize a fundraising event for the Farley Foundation, the OVMA's charitable arm which subsidizes the cost of veterinary care for pets and for those in financial need. Our golf tournament, held in August, is a great opportunity to network with veterinarians and industry professionals. If you enjoy cycling, join us for the Ride for Farley in September, an event that brings together veterinarians, veterinary staff, and pet owners to raise funds and awareness for people and pets in need. There's no time like the present to get involved with your provincial veterinary organization. We look forward to helping you achieve your personal and professional goals throughout your career. This morning, the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is pleased to present each of you with a personalized stethoscope as a symbol of your entry into the veterinary profession. We hope this stethoscope will become an essential tool as you immerse yourself in veterinary medicine over the next 4 years. When you graduate, we hope your OVMA stethoscope reminds you that the OVMA is your source and your voice, always here to help you make the most of your career as a veterinarian. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Kathleen. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario is the provincial licensing body for veterinarians that also protects the public's interest. Ms. Jan Robinson is the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the CVO, a position she has held since 2012. A recognized leader in the field of profession-based regulation, Ms. Robinson has more than 25 years' experience providing guidance to policy governance organizations. As Registrar for the CVO, she greatly values the opportunity to serve the public interest, and her position enables her to bring innovative approaches to the delivery of regulatory programs. As well as providing leadership at CVO, her current interests include the global mobility of professionals and developing organizational cultures that support evidence-informed quality outcomes. Ms. Robinson.
Good morning, Dr. Conlon, honored guests, and of course, most importantly, the OVC class of 2021. You know, when I was considering my remarks over the last few days, I thought, how did we get to that year? It's like, wow, it seems amazing. Anyway, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the profession on behalf of the Council of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. I really understand the coveted place that each of you hold in this class and how highly competitive it is to get in and what a privilege it is for each of you who have been accepted. And you should be really, really proud of this achievement and recognize that you're beginning a journey to become part of a highly, highly regarded profession. You're joining one of the oldest professions in Canada, which was first established formally in 1874. Veterinary medicine was only preceded this way by the legal profession and human health care, and closely followed by dentistry and pharmacy in that time frame. And further, you're working towards the use of the title doctor. And what is so cool about that is it's an honor bestowed on only a small number of professions. The act of entering a profession is an important concept to keep in mind. Veterinary medicine is not just an academic program. You are in a professional school. You're not just the average student on campus. You are individuals who are pledging to uphold the highest moral and ethical standards in service to animals, to the public, and to public health. This welcoming ceremony is a testament to that, difference. And the items you received today, the stethoscope, your blue coat, your portfolio, these are symbols of professionalism. Veterinary medicine is a unique and special career, and it presents a range of options that perhaps you have not completely explored at this time. But this is what the excitement is all about, the excitement of your journey over the next 4 years. You're going to learn new skills. Some of those are technical, some of them aren't. Some of them are about professional communication, teamwork, leadership. But you will expand your knowledge and you're going to hone your judgment in an effort to determine what your unique contribution to the profession will be and how you will best serve the public. Licensed professionals hold an obligation to society, and in fact, it's really a contract to uphold standards, to earn trust, and to provide quality care that the public expects. The CVO, or the college, as you may hear us refer to, is not to be confused with the OVC. That's part of the challenge. I was saying earlier today that I rarely use CVO because it's just so not always necessarily understood. But we are the provincial regulatory body for the veterinary profession. We are the licensing body that's set up to protect and serve the public interest through regulating the practice of veterinary medicine in this province. And Ontario veterinarians, like some other professions, have been granted the privilege to regulate themselves and the profession through the college. Self-regulation permits the profession to have authority over itself in setting its own standards of practice. This is important. Members of the public can be confident that the college and the profession shares their expectations for safe, quality veterinary care. Currently, we have over 4,500 veterinarians who are licensed in Ontario and over 2,300 accredited facilities. I invite you to contact us, don't be a stranger. Become informed about our policies, programs, and initiatives regarding regulation and the veterinary profession in Ontario. Our resources are there to support you as you transition into professional practice. Most importantly, though, on behalf of the college, I wish you great success as you embark on your studies in veterinary medicine.
Thanks very much, Dan. The Ontario Veterinary College's Alumni Association links OVC with its graduates, and it is a very strong supporter of the college and of our student veterinarians. Dr. Matt Spiegel, who is the president of the OVC-AA, completed his BSc at Guelph and his DVM at OVC in 2008. Being a second-generation veterinarian, Dr. Spiegel has been around veterinary medicine his whole life. After graduation, he was for a number of years in small animal practice in Toronto before joining Royal Canin in 2014, where he is that company's scientific communications veterinarian. He has special interests in nutrition, nephrology, and ultrasonography. Dr. Spiegel tells us he currently owns an overly affectionate Labrador Doberman named Eddie. Dr. Spiegel.
Dr. Conlon, future colleagues, honored guests. My name is Matt Spiegel, and on behalf of the Ontario Veterinary College Alumni Association, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the greatest profession in the world. I feel especially honored to stand before you today as a second-generation veterinarian. My father spoke on behalf of the CVO during my welcome ceremony in 2004, and it's hard to believe that it's already been 13 years since then. This marks the beginning of the formal part of your education as veterinarians that will continue into lifelong learning. Your next 4 years will be amongst the best in your lives, minus exam time maybe. There will also be difficult times and you will make mistakes, but as the saying goes, Beyonce wasn't built in a day. Learn from your mistakes and they will turn into valuable life lessons. As you train to be a veterinarian, you'll be taught by world-class professors while studying at one of the most highly regarded veterinary colleges in the world. You will have the opportunity to impact countless people and animals by serving to ensure that animal welfare is a priority. We must always remember that we are the voice of these animals who cannot speak for themselves and always act in their best interests. The OVC Alumni Association will be here to support you throughout your journey by encouraging lifelong learning through continuing education events. We will also be keeping you in contact with your peers via social events such as our annual hockey tournament and class reunions. The goal is to help you stay up to date and connected to the profession as well as each other throughout your entire career. Take advantage of all the wonderful extracurricular activities and social opportunities that OVC has to offer, as these 4 years will fly by much faster than you can imagine. You're surrounded by wonderful people who you will get to know very well, and they will become lifelong friends. Some of my best memories from my years at OVC are those moments practicing with my band Megacolon. Our reunion tour is planned for next year, so we're expecting a sold-out crowd. I encourage you to become an active participant, not just a bystander during your time at OVC and throughout your career as a veterinarian. Make it a priority to develop into the type of veterinarian that remains in the forefront of your field and gives back as much as possible. Most importantly, always remember to be the person that your dog thinks that you are. Congratulations, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Matt. So, even though we're not in class right now, OVC 2021, I'm going to give you some homework. Oh, darn him. It is this. Do not consider that membership in and involvement with our profession's organizations is an optional affair. It is not. Instead, I ask you to take it on as your lifelong obligation to contribute your time and talent in order to help maintain the vibrant and vital entity that is veterinary medicine in Ontario and Canada today. And perhaps one day you will be seated here welcoming a future class to undoubtedly, as Matt said, the best profession in the world. So, the moment has now come. I'm going to ask the first row of this section to please stand. Good. Easy so far. And then each row is going to follow suit that way and then this way. And I will read out your names in alphabetical order. As I do so, please come up, receive the congratulations of our colleagues on the right, and then proceed up the aisle over there to the lobby where an important transformation will occur, and then come back to your seat. When you get back here, please remain standing. I know Aaron is a leader, so he knows he's going to do this great. Our first member of the class, Aaron Amadio, Prince Township, Ontario. And through the magic of Google Maps, I can tell you that Prince Township is on the southeast coast of Lake Superior. Colleen Apt, Ottawa, Ontario. Ashley Bellin, Toronto. Rachel Benshop from Baltimore, Ontario. Where is that, you say? It's near Cobourg. Cassandra Byron. Manchester, New Hampshire. Amasha Bonnier, Toronto. Mackenzie Burgoyne, White Lake, Ontario. And White Lake is about 70 kilometers west of Ottawa. Rachel Boutet, Windsor, Ontario. Robin Bowser from Oakville. I told you. Jamie Burns, Norwood, Ontario. Andrew Bush, St. Catharines. Caitlin Byers, Enon Valley, Pennsylvania. And that's near Darlington, Pennsylvania. Matthew Cadoran, Markham, Ontario. Carly Cathcart from Peterborough. Jody Chan, Little Neck, New York, which is part of Queens. Alessandra Check-Harder, King City, Ontario. Janice Chen, Toronto.
Melody Chung, Toronto. Andrea Chivers, Toronto. So I also get to be a very proud dad today. Andrew Conlon, Guelph, Ontario. Christina Corbett, Kitchener, Ontario. Cecilia Creighton from Waterdown. Waterdown is between Guelph and Hamilton. Matea David Steele, Sault Ste. Marie. Jessica Davison, Hayesville, Ontario, near New Hamburg. Jessica Dolly, Ottawa. Maria Darwood, Mississauga. Anise Dakalue Tulk, Toronto. Megan Donati, Oakville. Emily Drinkwater, Roanoke, Virginia. Tasman Duncan, Toronto. Brett Flynn from Kingston. Natalie Frolick, Sault Ste. Marie. Benjamin Fuller, Oakville. Meredith Garcia, Mississauga. Alexandre Guédul Boucher, Ottawa. Amanda Gordon from Stony Creek near Hamilton. Cassandra Gorel, Cambrai, Ontario. Which is near Lindsay. Kyla Gradell, London, Ontario. Carolyn Grafin von Waldberg Sale, Baltimore, Ontario. Blake Grutenboer, Thunder Bay. Allison Hall, Petaluma, California. Go to San Francisco, go 61 kilometers due north. Danielle Harding, St. Catharines, Ontario. Leah Heldman, Mississauga. Bradley Henderson from Fergus. Emily Hill from Toronto. Jessica Hoekstra from Trenton, Ontario. Ayanna Hoagstein, Brantford. Stephanie Hookey from Fenwick, which is near Welland. Taylor Hull from Royalton, Vermont. Kiana Hilton from Markham. Roseanne Kehoe, Bayonne, New Jersey. Timothy Kennedy, Sarnia, Ontario. Pavitra Kedisvaran, Toronto. Kayla Kim, also from Toronto. Mackenzie Clapwick from Bellwood, which is just east of Guelph. Lisa Krill, Oakville. Georgia Kritikos, Hamilton. Fiona Kwok, Markham. Stephanie Louie is from Aurora. Virginia Madsen hails from Hamilton. Emily Mann from Grimsby. Natalie Martek from Waterloo. Erica Masters is from Mississauga. Olivia Mazurek, Toronto. Peter McBride, Montreal, Quebec. Sarah McNamara, Rideau Ferry, Ontario, near Perth. Sierra McFedrin, Ottawa. Martin Metzger, Linwood, Ontario. Near St. Jacobs, the best farmers market in the whole province. Daniel Minardi, Mississauga. Melanie Montague, West Grove, Pennsylvania. Esther Moon is from Toronto. Melanie Moore from Georgetown, Grand Cayman in the Cayman Islands. James Morey is from Mississauga. Taylor Morris, St. Catharines, Ontario. Masa Nasseri, Richmond Hill. Michaela Noggle, Sellons Grove, Pennsylvania. Go to Harrisburg first. Celeste Noble, Lakefield, Ontario. Brian Ogilvy, Toronto. Lindsay Ormisher, Toronto. Leah Parlow, Kingston. Shelby Paulseth, Los Angeles, California. Christina Petrie, Lafayette, California. Irina Pachev, Newmarket, Ontario. Victoria Pickett's from Russell, which is near Ottawa. Monica Pisani-Connert, Fond Hill. Nancy Paremba, Brantford. Close. Adam Quinlan is from South Mountain near Kempville. Michaela Reed is from Barrie. And Rebecca Reed from Mississauga. Heather Reinhart is from Teeswater, Ontario. And Madison Ryer from Grafton near Coburg. Valeria Roati from Coconato, Asti, Italy. And Joy Rossolillo from Suffield, Connecticut. Juliana Sacco from Richmond Hill. Amanda Santarossa from Woodbridge, Ontario. And Tiffany Shearer from Buffalo, New York. Amy Shute from Woodstock, Ontario. And Lauren Sergeyevich from Aurora. Larissa Silvera comes from Mississauga. And Erica Cholene is from Peterborough. Nicole Sosi from Buffalo, New York. And Caitlin Sparkman is from Kenora. Brianna Spratt is from Cavan, near Peterborough. And Devin Stober from Mississauga. Yu Chang Sun from Hamilton. Namit Swanton from Stainer near Collingwood. Aaron Sihuko from Manila, the Philippines. Hannah Thompson is from Thunder Bay. And Alicia Trelevin from Capriole near Sudbury. Brenna Tour from Fonthill. Paige Urban from Mississauga. Emily Van Bommel from Thamesford near London. Derek Vanderwall from St. Mary's, Ontario. Alicia Van Casteren from Minising, Ontario, near Barrie. Kyla Von Hausen from New Hamburg. Catherine Wagnitz is from Pinckney, Michigan. Victoria Wayne from Waterloo. Shananing Wang from Richmond Hill. Amy Westland from Holland Landing near Newmarket. Courtney Winkles from Inglewood, Ontario, near Brampton. And Christopher Zaman from Scarborough.
We'll just pause one moment until they all can come back after their magical transformation.
We're allowed to sit.
Yeah. For the moment.
Sapphire snow leopards, would you please turn and face the audience? Please turn and face the audience. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Ontario Veterinary College class of 2021. Thank you. Now, class, please remain facing the audience, but reach behind you and pick up your program. I would ask that any veterinarians in the audience would also please stand and recite the veterinarian's oath as I lead the class in saying it. And we'll try and do this all together. Are we all set? As a member of the veterinary medical profession, I solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards for myself and the profession. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my great pleasure. Oh, sorry, class. Please be seated. It's now my great pleasure to ask Miss Emily Mann and Mr. Emmett Swanton, who are the newly elected class co-presidents, to speak on behalf of the Sapphire Snow Leopards. Ms. Mann studied in the pre-veterinary sciences program at the University of Massachusetts Amherst on an athletic scholarship. She participated in varsity rowing, was named the Chi Alpha Sigma inductee from the National College Athlete Honor Society in 2016. Having been so involved in sports, Emily sees working as part of a team, in her words, more energizing than a cup of coffee, and looks forward to working alongside veterinarians, technicians, receptionists, students, and volunteers to help keep people's beloved furry friends healthy. Mr. Swanton grew up in a small rural community, and agriculture, especially livestock production, became a passion of his very early on. He joined the local 4-H Beef Club and later helped organize the Open Beef Show and Heifer Classic at the Collingwood Fall Fair. At the University of Guelph, he studied animal science, and in addition to his studies and volunteering, he was a founding member of the Ontario Agricultural College's Timberwolves Square Dance set, competing at the University College Royal and at the Royal Winter Fair in Toronto. Ms. Mann and Mr. Swanton.
Just pass it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Conlon, for that very kind introduction. Good morning and warmest of welcomes to all of our distinguished guests, faculty members, alumni, veterinary mentors, friends, family, and last, but certainly not least, the class of 2021. My name is Emmett.
And I'm Emily.
And in these first couple of weeks, you have come to know us as a pair of M&Ms. We'd like to start off by thanking you for choosing us to represent you throughout this amazing journey.
We would like to start by thanking all of you for coming, as well as the volunteers who made today a profound success. We'd especially like to thank the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, the Ontario Veterinary Alumni Association, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association for your kind gifts and overwhelming amount of support throughout this important day of our veterinary careers. We are truly grateful to be welcomed into such an honorable profession and to become members of a college that is being recognized internationally with over 150 years of contributions to research and education in the veterinary medical field.
Well, Sapphire Snow Leopards, now it's time to talk about you. From the day we all found out we were accepted into the DVM program, we have gone from lonely snow leopards lost in the snow mountains to a tightly bound pack facing a world of unknowns together.
In the 3 weeks that we've known each other, the Snow Leopards have experienced a lot of firsts. We started our OVC journey as 121 strangers that were dropped in the middle of a forest, also known as Bark Lake. Upon arrival, many of us were distraught to find out that for a daunting 48 hours, we had to live technology-free. In hindsight, these 2 days brought us closer together as a class than we ever could have imagined.
Another first that us snow leopards are experiencing right now is occurring in the anatomy lab. It's a bit of an unofficial OVC tradition during first year to start every anatomy lab by watching a lengthy video explaining the procedure and process of the day's lab. But this year, for the first time in OVC history, anatomy labs are being done via handheld tablets. As a class, we are more than honored to be OVC's very own millennial guinea pigs in regards to this. Make sure to ask us in April how it went.
These are just 2 examples of many firsts we will experience together over the next 4 years. We've realized over the past few weeks what a social and open class we are, and we couldn't be more excited to start exploring the world of veterinary medicine together.
So as we start to explore our surroundings and widen our horizons, we know we will always be there to support each other and use our time at OVC to grow both individually and professionally.
Okay, now back to talking about our unwavering support network of family and friends. This day wouldn't have been possible without your unconditional love. We all know that upon their admission, many of you have told your son or daughter, "I'm so proud of you for following your dreams to become a veterinarian." But we all know that what you really meant is, yes, in 4 years, I'll get free vet care.
At this time, can the class of 2021 please stand and turn to face our family and friends and give them a round of applause for supporting us through this incredible journey.
So stay standing. We'd like to thank you all for being part of such an important day for our entire class as we start on this journey of a lifetime. Please join us in welcoming the OVC's newest class of 2021, the Sapphire Snow Leopards.
Thank you very much, Emily and Emmett. Please be seated. So in closing our ceremony today, I want to thank a number of people who organized the day, and in particular, Elizabeth Lowinger, who is our phenomenal manager of student affairs. Elizabeth plays a key role in connecting the college to the veterinary profession in managing all our mentoring programs, and certainly in providing much support to our student veterinarians. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Others who've contributed much time, knowledge, and skills to today's event from OVC, Carolyn Higgins, Lily Arpa, Karen Mantell, our expert photographer today, and also Jane Dawkins from the OVC Communications Unit, Solomon Schroeder and Haley Hoffman, class of OVC 2020, the Ruby Rhinos, and their dedicated team of volunteers who welcomed and assisted you. And I think it's very important that I say who they are individually because they worked so hard to make the day go really, really well. So far, anyway. Gabriella Allegrini, Matt Bates, Darcy Dykeman, Caitlin Everett, Catherine Gardner, Grace Hildebrand, Werda Iqbal, Sarah Jeju, Courtney Kolb, Darren Lowe, Kai Moore, Evie's Roman Diaz, and Megan Weiser. And I also want to thank Kevin Hogg from the college's Information Technology Services, who is enabling us to provide a live global webcast of this event and video recording it to capture it for posterity. And of course, Mr. Bruce McDonald, our piper. Please join me in thanking all of them. My sincerest thanks once more to our special guests and to all of you for being here to support your favorite sapphire snow leopard. This brings our ceremony to a close. I invite all of you to attend a reception, which will happen immediately that we're done in the concourse of this building. Following the reception, the class is asked to assemble on the front steps of OVC for a photograph at 1 o'clock sharp. And that will be an opportunity for you to get that really, really important picture that you want to make sure you get today. And the weather is perfect outside. We will now be piped to the reception by Mr. McDonald in this order: the platform party, the class, and then you, the audience. And I thank you sincerely once again.